Hi, let's talk about why Englewood Cliffs is a great place to live and work. Number 1, location. Englewood Cliffs is a little over 3 square miles of land and water, and a little over 5,000 residents call it home. Englewood Cliffs is only 3 miles from the George Washington Bridge and about 11 miles from Midtown Manhattan. It's less than 10 miles to the ferry in Weehawken, and also has bus service by New Jersey Transit and Rockland Coaches. There are bus stops along Palisades Avenue and Sylvan Avenue, which is also known as 9W. Taking a trip? It's also centrally located between LaGuardia Airport, Newark International Airport, and JFK. Need medical care? It's also close to 4 area hospitals. Englewood Health, less than 2 miles, Holy Name Medical Center, 5 miles, Hackensack University Medical Center, about 8 miles, and Hackensack Meridian Palisades Medical Center, North Bergen, about 7 miles. It's also close to major highways. Exit 1 of the Palisades Interstate Parkway is in Englewood Cliffs. And 3 miles away in Fort Lee, you can access Route 80, I-95, Route 46, or Route 4. Number 2, low taxes. Englewood Cliffs has hundreds of companies. They're attracted to the borough for its low taxes and proximity to highways in New York. It's known for its sprawling corporate campuses for big companies like LG, Unilever, and CNBC. There are plenty of other businesses in the North Cliffs area on the west side of Sylvan, and on both sides of the South Cliffs area on either side of Sylvan and Hudson Terrace. The north and south sides are divided by Palisades Avenue. Tax revenue from these companies reduce the tax burden on the residents, and their presence supports other local businesses. Number 3, housing. Most of the housing in Englewood Cliffs was built over a 20-year period following World War II. It went from a little less than 1,000 residents to close to 6,000 residents. In the past year, a little over 100 single-family homes changed ownership. They ranged from $600,000 to $3,940,000, with a median home price of $1,360,000. Even though Englewood Cliffs is one of the priciest zip codes in New Jersey, property taxes are low because of the business tax revenue. The reason there is only one privately owned apartment building and no factories is because of the borough's zoning code of 1954. But that may change. A recent agreement with the Fair Share Housing Center opened the door to developing affordable housing in the borough, but those plans are still in the works. Number 4, schools. There are 2 public schools. The North Cliff Elementary School, serving grades pre-K through 2nd grade, and the Upper School on Charlotte Place, serving grades 3 through 8. That's also where the Board of Ed is located. There are only about 500 kids in the public school district. After students graduate from the 8th grade, they can go on to Dwight Morrow High School in Englewood, or they can apply to Bergen Academies, Bergen Tech, or the academies in Englewood, or head off to private school. Number 5, town services. Over in the Hudson Terrace area, you'll find the bulk of the town service departments. Englewood Cliffs has their own police department and municipal court. They have a building department, a tax department, health department, DPW offices, and recreation department. There's a fire department and a senior center. They contract with Englewood Health for their ambulance service. There's also a shade tree commission and a historical society. So there's ample opportunities to get involved in the town. They like to keep their facilities clean, so heed to this sign. Because it's such a small town, it's contracted with Fort Lee Public Library so its residents can take books out and other media. And over on Palisades Avenue, you'll find the post office. The many businesses and residents from Englewood Cliffs and the surrounding towns created a demand for restaurants. Way back in the 1940s, Englewood Cliffs was a destination for restaurants. Frank Sinatra famously got his start as a singing waiter at the age of 23 at Englewood Cliffs Rustic Cabin. There are many dining options in Englewood Cliffs. Near Palisades Avenue, you have the Brownstone, Lefke's, the Bicycle Club, Grassini, and Bada. Further south on Sylvan, you have Mr. Barbecue, Madang, Cafe Italiano, and Cliffs Steakhouse. For more casual fare, check out Eastern Kitchen, Cliffs Cafe, and Food for Life Deli. Number 7, parks and recreation. Englewood Cliffs has a really unique variety of parks. The Veterans Park in the South Cliffs area has a playground and a small field. Over in the North Cliffs area is Whitty Recreation Complex. There's sports fields, batting cages, tennis courts, and a playground making this the focal point for recreational opportunities. The day I was at the park, there was a Zing food truck selling drinks and pastries. The borough offers a 6-week summer camp and various sports programs through its recreation department. Parks are open from morning until 1 hour after dusk. There are also parks managed by the Palisades Interstate Park Commission with a view of New York and the Hudson. Off Hudson Terrace is Allison Park, named for William Allison, who was also the first mayor of Englewood Cliffs and was the catalyst in breaking Englewood Cliffs off from the towns of Englewood and Palisades. Allison Park is accessed from Hudson Terrace directly across from the DPW. Look for the underpass. There is no big sign indicating there is a park beyond, but look for the Hudson Terrace sign. Once on Allison Park Drive, hang right. At Allison Park, there's a hiking trail, plenty of benches to sit on, tower view binoculars so you could see Manhattan, and restrooms in the warm months. They haven't changed much since they were built. If you work in Englewood Cliffs, it's a great place to relax and spend a lunch hour. If you go left instead of to the right, you'll see some buildings that belong to Sisters of St. Joseph's of Peace that include a nursing school run by Holy Name Hospital in partnership with St. Peter's University. Another great recreation area is the Englewood Boat Basin at the bottom of Dykeman Hill Road. Just take Palisades Avenue until you hit it. It's called Englewood Boat Basin and not Englewood Cliffs Boat Basin because until 1895, when Englewood Cliffs was incorporated, it was part of Englewood and Palisades. There's a picnic area and trails running north and south, bathrooms, playground, and of course amazing views. From April through October, there's also a parking fee. They're in the process of installing metered parking, and also if you have a big group, you'll need a permit. That about sums up Englewood Cliffs. If you have other information that you'd like to share, please put it in the comments. I'm Teresa O'Connell. Thanks for watching.